Добар ден, почитувани гледачи. Ја следите емисијата Македонско издание по 385 пат, емисија која што гостува во вашите домови секоја втора сабота на Роджерс телевизија на каналите 10, 63 и во High Definition 510. Во оваа нова сезона, емисијата Македонско издание ќе се емитува во 1 час од попладне наместо во 12:30 како што се емитуваше порано. Значи, секоја втора сабота, точно во 1 попладне, очекувајте не со нови емисии на овие исти канали. Македонско издание ве информира и ве забавува, а во исто време ја презентира нашата култура и традиција во оваа мултикултурна земја, која многумина од нас ја нарекуваат своја втора татковина. Јас сум Победа Пискачева, продуцентот, водителот и уредникот на оваа ваша омилена програма, и во наредните 30 на минути пожелувам добар прием покрај телевизиските и компјутерските екрани. И за денешнава емисија подготвивме прилози од поважните настани во комунава со кои се надеваме ќе го задржиме вашето ценето внимание. Како што информиравме во една од претходните емисии, во организација на Канадското македонско историско друштво и Канадското македонско место, а по иницијатива на Вирджинија Еванс и Џон Еванс, на 18 септември годинава во Джордж Игнатиев театр во Торонто се одржа меморијал за Алекс Джигеров, познат македонец кој скоро 40 години живееше во Нова Скошија. Голем број на пријатели и роднини дојдоа да се потсетат на овој успешен македонец кој имаше богат и исполнет живот и кој ја прокламираше македонштината секаде каде што ќе стигнеше. Во продолжение проследете дел од овој настан.
Носи, носи, едокете пуни. Носи, носи, едокете пуни. And I loved that little song as a little boy. And of course, it was many, many years later that I learned what that song really meant. It's not a song about socks. It's a song about the beautiful things that our grandmothers knew, that our grandmothers made for us, and loved us by making us these little socks. Your grandmother's given you beautiful things. She's made beautiful things for you. What do you do with them? Do you wear them? Or do you sing them? Wear them? Or do you sing them? And I always thought that was a question, a dilemma, when you wear them or when you say them. The answer came, wear them, wear them. Your grandfather is watching you. Will watch you. Your grandfather will watch you wearing those little colored socks. But it really isn't a question whether you wear them or whether you save them. By wearing them, you also save them. By showing what you are and telling who you are, you also preserve your heritage. So it's not a question of either this or that, but by doing both, that's when the thing lives. And your grandfathers, those river bonds of the blood that still run through you, with your genes and your biological makeup that's still in you, they will watch what you do with your life, and whether you'll preserve and carry on the beautiful wisdom and tradition and the love of Macedonians for each other and for all the rest of the world. Baba Mikadi Shane Chorapi, Baba Mikadi Shane Chorapi, Dedi Dedi Dainasam, Dedi Dedi Daichuma, Dedi Dedi Dainasam, Dedi Dedi Daichuma. Nasi, nasi, edokete puri. Nasi, nasi, edokete puri.
I got to know him through Peace Builders, a wonderful organization that's Eva Marszewski and Chris Pallier have been conducting for quite a long time. And it's my pleasure. He flew in from the wilds of Paradise Valley, British Columbia. And when I said what we were doing, he said, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Please welcome Judge Barry Stewart, retired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not a Macedonian.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Now you are.
I wore a kilt with Alex once, a very fancy ball, a very fancy place in downtown Ottawa. He wouldn't tell me what he had under his kilt, and I wouldn't tell him. And thank God he didn't show me. So everybody up here has been thanking Alex for their life. I want to curse him for mine. I had my life all planned out. There I was in 1967 in second-year law, and Alex and his partner Hans Moore show up. In Queen's Law School, very back, very sedate, and in comes Alex, right? Bushy hair, bushy eyebrows, ready to take us all on. And he did take us on. And since 1967, both Alex and Hans were cherished friends. He taught me to cry. Alex did teach me to cry. Because when you're a judge, you don't show your emotions. But that damn Alex forced me to cry. It led me, I think, for the very first time, to be able to be a person as a judge. Because Alex always let it all hang out, literally. And I had to do the same. So Alex had a fabulous, brilliant career going for him in law. And then one day he just said to me, I'm done. My first passion is art, and I'm gone. And he loaded up his family, Andre, Lex, Vivian, and off they went to Yarmouth. Yarmouth? Jesus, at least you could go to somewhere in Ontario I could see you from time to time. Yarmouth. But I want to tell you, I dragged him out of Yarmouth a couple of times, and then one time I drew him out of there. He was going to be the lecturer in my last lecture in a class that I gave at the University of Waterloo. It was a 2-week intensive course. It was an experiment that the University of Waterloo was doing. It was on environmental law. Now, Alex's main suit in those days was sexual offenses, forensic evidence in the law, so on and so forth. So he wasn't really well scooped in the kind of law that I was teaching at that time. But he was willing to come. So I kind of baited the students all the way through the 2 weeks. There's this guy coming, and he's going to give our last lecture, and he's a bit of a genius. He's cursed with his genius. And for me, Alex really reflected the genius. You know, he had brilliant ideas, and he had ideas that were off the wall. And the genius that he was, he never knew which ones were good and which ones were bad. So I warned him about what was happening. And he came, and he was supposed to speak for 45 minutes. He spoke for almost an hour and a half or more. And I was sitting at the back of the classroom, so I couldn't really read the faces very much. But there was laughter, there was some crying, there was some stony silence, but I didn't really know what was happening. Finally, he finishes. And right after this, the last class, we were going to have a kind of a cocktail party next door. So I walk up to the class, there's no, and I thank Alex very much for what he's done, and nothing. There was just nothing. So I figured, oh boy, my friend Alex has really bombed. He has really bombed this time. And so I started doing a few little logistics, and I'm just about to say, let's go next door, and we'll have this little party. Feeling really badly in my heart for Alex, because I think he's bombed. This student said, wait. He stands up, and he says, I've been at university for 6 years. I'm now my last year of getting my second degree. I came to university to be challenged. I came to university to be motivated. What the hell is this guy doing in my class? I'm about to finish, and this is the first time I've ever been motivated and challenged. And he started to clap. Before a second went by, the whole class was standing, clapping, hooting, and just having a terrific time and saying over and over again, thank you, thank you, thank you, Alex. The party next door, which was supposed to be over in an hour, because I only had enough stuff for an hour worth of these for these students, about 60 of them, lasted until well after midnight. Then, yeah, of course. The next year, I did it once again, and I had Alex again come for the last lecture. When we got to the last afternoon for the last lecture, we spent another 30 minutes trying to find space for all the other students that came. Because the word had been out, people raved about his lecture, everybody wanted to come. In fact, a few professors came to hear what a really good university lecture was like. That was Alex when you combine his genius and his passion. He had, when those both were working without the booze, it was amazing what he could produce.
The second most important person here on this event, Andrei Jigerov, the son of Alex Jigerov. So you traveled, or you live here in Toronto?
No, I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm extremely thrilled to come for this kind of event where it's honoring not only my father, but all the Macedonian people who are so creative and brought Macedonian people up into our culture.
So were you surprised how many people came and how everything went on?
I don't really have words for that. I had no idea of some of the stories. Of course, I'm in tears listening to them. I was surprised at the amount of people, yes, who came, and so much love in the room for that man and for each other and for the spirit of Macedonia.
So if you had a chance to say something to your father today in regards of this event, what would it be?
I guess I would just say, Dad, you were so loved, and that's what you taught me to be, was a loving human being, and to see this flowing back to you, Dad, that's a great honor.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being here.
Thanks for this wonderful day.
And for bringing all the memories from your childhood about your father, who to you, among all the other things, was a father at the first place.
A wonderful father and a loving, wonderful man who taught me many beautiful things and gave me so much.
Thank you, and good luck in your
in my
endeavors.
Artistic world.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. A сега следува една музичка номера. Во денешнава емисија имаме неколку информации за сите ваши прослави и одбележувања. Користите ги банкет салите во црква за Свети Климент Охридски во Торонто. За информации и резервации јавете се на 416-421-7451. Канадското македонско место во Торонто е пензионерски дом кој ви обезбедува угодно и хармонично живење. За повеќе информации побарете ја Златка на 416-755-9231. Ве известуваме дека весникот Илинден, гласилото на македонското друштво Илинден во Тирана, повторно се печати благодарение на финансиската помош на Македонското меѓународно движење за човекови права со седиште во Торонто, Канада. На тој начин весникот ќе продолжи да се дели низ Албанија, но и да се дистрибуира и низ диаспората во светот. Како што веќе информиравме, Македонскиот филмски фестивал ќе се одржи на 22 и 23 октомври годинава во Карлтон Синема во Торонто. Нешто повеќе за овој настан во следниот прилог.
We have pleasure to talk to Virginia Evans, the director and executive producer of the Macedonian Film Festival, the only one that we know of globally. And this is the 11th year. So what did we prepare for this year?
Well, we have a fabulous program, actually. We're hoping to have at least 2 directors come from Macedonia. 2 and 1 on the Saturday, we're having the Cvetanovski family affair. That means that we're going to be showing some of the films that the Cvetanovski family has screened before, and a new film called Child in the World, which is directed by Goce Cvetanovski, who is hopefully going to be here, and it's about his father, Lube, and who was in charge, I believe, of the of Macedonian television. And this man went all over the world. He went to 20 countries, and it actually does. It talks about his philosophy, about his life, and it kind of pairs with the kind of places that he went. And it's very, very interesting. It's a very well done documentary on this man's life. So we're very excited about that. And also we're going to be showing a few other films that have been screened before. The Secret Book and Female Stories, which again are by Cvetanovski family. So, I mean, we're very excited about this. It's not a retrospective, but it's a family affair.
We also will bring few new films. So, what will you tell our viewers about these new films? Which one of them we tried to bring it before. We succeeded this year.
Yes, the third half. Yes, we have. We actually, what we did was a few years ago with the Toronto Jewish Film Festival. We cooperated with them, and so we told our people about this film. But however, this year we're going to be able to screen it at our festival, the third half, which is really based on actual events in Macedonia at the time of the Second World War, and about a young Jewish girl who falls in love with a poor soccer player, and what
who is a Macedonian,
and who's Macedonian, and it's at the time when the Axis, Germans, and the Bulgarians, who were part of the Axis, were shipping out the Jews from Skopje, and it's a wonderful film, and it's very interesting, and I think that those that have not seen it will enjoy it very much.
Also based on a true story, Golden Five.
The Golden Five, yes, by Goran Trenchovski. It is, it's set in the time of, when Yugoslavia formed the 5 areas of Yugoslavia and Macedonia, and when Chento was president, and there's a lot of protests about Macedonian, nationalism. Young people were protesting. 5 young people somehow were murdered, and they had been protesting about this, and and no one knows what happened, except that although it is a feature film, it is based on true events, and so it will be very interesting. And we're looking forward to Goran to be here to explain about this as well too afterwards. That is a very important film, and that's going to be shown on Sunday afternoon. And we have some other very wonderful documentaries as well. The first Macedonian Traverse, which is mountaineers going for the very first time across the mountains of Western Macedonia, and the Do Not Touch with Dirty Hands about Tanis Lulowski, who was from Željevo, from Egejska Macedonia, and about his journey as a one of the Begelci. He went to Bucharest, managed to be educated there in the, as an artist, came back to Macedonia, and this is the only recorded interview with this man, apparently, and so it is a very interesting documentary about him.
We're talking to Kristina Bokarova, who is a new member of our board here at Macedonian Film Festival. Kristina, why you became interested in this Macedonian Film Festival?
So many years ago, I went to the film festival for the first time with my family, and we saw a great short film called Ljupcho's Life. It was a comedy all about growing up Macedonian Canadian in Toronto and all of the funny things that happened to us as Macedonian Canadians, making IVAD, those types of things. I loved the movie. I bought the DVD afterwards, and I'd been going to the film festival every year since then. I wanted to get a bit more involved. I thought it was a great festival, and I was proud of the Macedonian community and Virginia Evans for organizing the film festival, so I thought this would be a great way to contribute.
And why do you think it's very important younger generation to be more involved and to attend more, to these screenings?
So the executive director, Virginia Evans, is a force of nature. She's amazing. She puts on this wonderful festival and makes it look easy on top of everything. It's not easy at all, but she does a great job and makes it appear that way for everyone else. I think being proud of the fact that we have a festival here in Toronto is one thing, but you have to do something more. You actually have to attend the festival, to show that there are Macedonians in Toronto supporting this. And it's especially important for young people to come out because we're the next generation. And at one point, we will hopefully be taking the reins and managing the film festival ourselves and trying to live up to Virginia's very high standards. So I think it's important for young people. You don't have to volunteer, but just coming out and supporting and watching a great movie is easy. So I think I encourage everyone to come out, whether young or old or in between. It's a great time.
Почитувани гледачи, тоа е се што подготвивме за денешното македонско издание. До нашата следна емисија ви благодарам за вашето ценето внимание, пријатно и довидување.